The first strategy for remembering what you're studying is called visual inspection. Look very closely at what you're trying to memorize. Look at the shape and color. For example, notice the triangle shape of the capital letter A to remember a name like Anderson that begins with A. For some people, it's easier to remember the triangle than the new name. Functional MRIs showed that people who used the visual inspection memory strategy were using a region towards the back of the brain that identifies what the eye encounters. It tells us what we're looking at, and it also stores memories about how objects look. So now we know that you can create new memories about images on purpose. The second successful strategy for quick memorization is called verbal elaboration. Make up a sentence or a word about what you're trying to remember. So, an example of that is the name Roy G. Biv. Roy is not a real person. The letters in the name list the order of colors in a rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. For most people, it's a lot easier to remember the name Roy G. Biv than to memorize that long list of colors. It's a smaller volume of information to remember. The functional MRI showed that people using verbal elaboration to memorize objects were using the part of the brain involved with language. It tells us what words mean, and it can remember new words too. The third memorization strategy is very simple. It may seem like an odd thing to do in the middle of the day, but here it is. After you study, but before your test, go to sleep. Research has shown that our brains use sleep to deal with the constant stream of new information we get. Our brains don't have room to store all of that material forever. New memories are located in the hippocampus region of the brain, but they don't stay there for long. They're replaced by even newer memories pretty quickly. To remember something for a long time, the information needs to move from the hippocampus to the neocortex. That's where the brain stores information more permanently. And napping pushes information from the hippocampus to the neocortex. The memories change from short-term to long-term memories while you sleep. I've talked about 3 methods for memorizing information: visual inspection, verbal elaboration, and taking a nap. Functional MRIs have shown that different parts of the brain are involved in each of these strategies. I hope that one of them, or maybe all 3, will help you prepare for your next test.